Hello everyone. Where am I? There I am. Hi. I didn't yeah, I'm not muted. Hello everyone. Kamita, congrats on getting first. Uh Emily, welcome. Cherry, welcome. Elder, welcome. How is everyone doing? Yeah, Kamita was very fast. She was on 9 o'clock on the dot. How is everyone been? You're right, Cherry. How have you guys been? I had dinner not long ago. The good old question. What did you guys eat before coming? Oh my god.
Cherry Bumble just joined the hideout. Happy New Year all.
Happy New Year, everyone. I hope everyone's been doing great and that the first week of January went by well. And if it wasn't such a good week, just remember that you got the whole year to make it right, and you got the whole year just to be. It's okay. Mental health is very important. I'm gonna try and prioritize that this year. So I hope you guys are good. I made fudge, but I haven't ate anything. Are you saving it for later, Emily? Are you saving it? Because that's good. Spaghetti's very good. What, spaghetti with something? I worked out so much this week, feels great. That's awesome. I really want to try and work out more, but I just get home tired from work, and then I don't really feel like it. And then, I don't know. I know it's just me making excuses, I know. But I really gotta get back into it. I have been eating better though. I have been trying to, eat healthy and things like that. At least better. I'm not like on a crazy diet or anything, but I'm really trying to manage like the portions and the doses and the sugars and everything. And I think that's a good place to start with. Especially after the holidays and everything. It's a good place to start, but I'd like to work out. Mine was with some meat in the middle. That's really good. I did get a weird 2 euro coin with a stick figure holding a euro on it. Wait, was that the one you posted on Tom's Premium Tom server? I thought you were I thought it was a joke. I thought that was real? Joke. So I didn't say anything. Real? That's really cool then. I love that for you. Have you tried doing research on it? Like, where is it from? I didn't see anything if you posted it, but like, that's really cool then. Oh my god. You know, for me, it's just been, I didn't do anything special. You guys are winning. Look at you guys. Also for dinner, I had some rice and some chicken and my mom, like in a beer stew, like a black beer stew chicken. It's really good. I don't know if you guys are getting what I'm saying, but it's like really good. And then with mushrooms, that, oh my god, that was really good. That was really good. So where am I? I want to make myself bigger. Big. I am big. I occupy more of your screen now. How do you feel about that, huh? Take that, screen. Alright. Hello, Big Elder. You already know. We were waiting for that one. Congratulations, Elder. Those are your jokes. Let's open Sherlock, shall we? Was made in 2009 after a contest for best art, which is an online vote from the... That's fucking hilarious. I can't fucking believe it. Oh my god. Word game. Is this working? It is, I. Thank you, thank you. I never really looked at my coins. Maybe I should look more often. I thought you said bowling. Thank you, thank you. Starts bowling. Imagine. Okay, here we go. So I have to blow my nose. Excuse me for a bit. Knocks all of us over like pins, even the one sitting down. And you know, Elder's a gamer. Never doubt his capabilities. I never bowled in my life. Oh yeah, I hydrated for Elder. Thank you for the hydrate share. I'm really sorry. I forgot to mention it. I just drank water and didn't say anything. But I have sparkling water here. I like sparkly water. Water time. An elder redeemed pin evidence. I will. Right when I get to it. All right. We go. Also, have you guys been drinking water? Because you should. Okay. Why did we start out here? Alright. Whatever. We go back in. We spin this then. Maybe. Now that the Cabinet of Curiosities is open, I can proceed with my investigation. So let's spin that anyway. I don't know if I need to, but... Yeah, because we got this from our last case. It's a fake mermaid. Well, yeah. To the room of mysteries! Sweet, sweet blue raspberry in my water. That's probably really good. Alright, this is the Cabinet of Curiosities. And we are going to explore. Oh, those are really cool.
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its
That's
owner
fake?
insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable.
Okay, dude. Okay, dude.
Mother said this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish Viscount.
With those teeth?
So he tried to persuade everyone that his forest was inhabited by these beasts. It would have been thrilling if it were actually true.
Hi, John.
When you're finished here, can we build a wigwam from the blankets? Like in the good old days?
What's a wigwam? I'm searching this. What's a wigwam? Oh, it's a tent. It's like a tippy. It like tent made of straw thing. How the fuck do you call it? Yeah, that. It's just a brown bear that got into the powdered sugar. Right, right. You already know.
The full plate armour of Sir Robert Saunford. I was told my father won it in a wager.
Armour is armour, but look at his sword.
That's really
How
cool.
badly I wanted to wield the blade. Maybe you take it instead of your pistol.
I think I would rather take my pistol for the bad guys, even though that would be cool, you know, just in case. What is this? A diploma. A torn diploma found in the cabinet of curiosities. Someone deliberately ripped it into several pieces. Reassembled and translated, the diploma reads, "On behalf of the board of University of Geneva, Switzerland, we rectors of university, noting, oh my god, can I read? Should I get my glasses? No, I can see well enough. Noting that Mr. Otto Richter has undergone the tests required by the laws and regulations conferred on him, the degree of Doctor of Medicine with the rights and prerogatives attached." I can read, see,
Clearly,
guys?
it was deliberately torn.
Took
Otherwise,
37
someone
men
would
to
do that.
stop it.
The Tulpa. Studies in Tibetan Mentalism.
Alright.
An impressive number of bookmarks. Someone was rather obsessed with this subject.
What's that? Otto Rich's personal notes. Mrs. Holmes is a patient of considerable interest and an ideal test subject to explore some of my theories. I will attempt to repeatedly immerse her in the traumatic situation that precipitated her mental illness. It is my belief that reliving that moment may give her mind a chance to embrace what happened, accept it, and effectively cure itself. I'm confident in my hypothesis and merely need to prove it. In addition, it's fortuitous to be around the broader Holmes family. Perhaps I will be able to examine the heredity of psychological traits, be their competencies or disorders. It is already apparent that all family members share an uncommonly high intelligence. It appears that the mother's condition has begun to affect the mind of the youngest boy, Sherlock. While I cannot conduct a proper medical examination due to the protectiveness of the elder son, it seems that the boy suffers ongoing hallucinations in the form of the imaginary friend, John. He is real to me. He is real to me. I already have my glasses on. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Letter from Otto's brother. My dear brother, I hear you have recently arrived on Cordona. Have you come to see me? I do miss our evening conversations, even if we never agreed in our opinions. Cordona is home to a stunning new art gallery, which I visit every Thursday. Meet me there. Oh, and do not seek Klaus. I left that name behind. Oh, interesting. John, do you have anything to say? You're real, right? You're real. That I can customize your clothes. Gangster John. Oh, that's weird. I'm gonna put you back to priest, John. Actually, no, just the usual one. We match. I want my vampire suit, though. And my glasses. Hell yeah. We have a sarcophagus.
The so-called mummy of a Persian princess.
Mummy.
The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man.
Try harder if you're gonna, like, pretend that you're Is this... Are you my one and only? Cthulhu, is that you? Oh, how I long awaited your return. I haven't seen you since we played the Call of Cthulhu when I first started streaming. I know, Sherlock, I know. I miss you. Please come back. And he's coming back in Sherlock Holmes The Awakened, coming out on February 23rd. You already know. What a fucking segue. I'm not... I'm not being sponsored. I just love the game.
Look, it's Roger. This
Hydrate,
old
thank
man's
you,
well
thank you.
preserved. Even looks refreshed.
I doubt he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the best. I'd be upset if he fell into the wrong
Why is
hands.
it so big? What? How much are they paying you? Oh god.
This photo caused a lot of fuss. My mother spent some time to prove it was a fake.
Well, how did they do it?
1852, Bingley, West Yorkshire.
Is that the Predator? Is that the man? Jesus.
A full collection. It's somehow so satisfying.
What we have here?
So many calling cards.
Calling cards.
Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand.
Letter from the judge. Dear Mr. Holmes, please accept my deepest gratitude for your recent help with that personal matter. I shudder to think what may have happened were it not for your keen eye and sharp mind. Rest assured, should our paths cross again, you will be greeted by a grateful friend, His Honor Judge McDougall. Of course, of course. Ugh.
Officer Luciano J. Placido.
Reliable and driven.
I recognize Mycroft's handwriting. Carefully opened.
Correct.
Dated 24th of April, 1869.
Court summons. Mr. Mycroft Holmes, the Cardona City Hall writes to inform that the trial of Dr. Otto Richter in the death of Mrs. Violet Holmes has been assigned to His Honor Judge McDougall. Your application for a closed hearing has been granted. You are hereby informed that the prosecution has called you as a primary witness in the trial of Dr. Richter. You must present yourself at the Criminal Court of Cardona on the dates listed overleaf. So Mycroft sued the doctor that was mistreating our mom with a judge friend. So he had leverage. I wonder if they caught the bitch. You know? There's one thing missing. Is it not that? The drawer? I can't go. Oh yeah, I can.
This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
We're gonna open that bitch.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on it, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Oh,
How do we
sorry.
do it?
I'm starting to remember something.
I am? John asks if we can unlock Mycroft's drawer in the Cabinet of Curiosities, the subject of years-long fascination. One morning when we were children, John and I tried to spy on Mycroft to find out where he keeps the key to the drawer. Oh, we're doing this. I want to open that bitch. Early morning footsteps.
Ah, the memory comes back. We snuck about watching him.
He closed the drawer and went to the hall. We were like two shadows crawling behind
Where
him.
were we? He went into the hall, they say. Yeah, okay. Which way? Up? Up. I'm hearing something.
Home, sweet home, Sherry.
I'm hearing scribbles. There. Landscape tilted. Oh, under
The
the
piece
app?
on the wall was slightly atilt. He stopped and straightened it.
Could it be? The fireplace. It wouldn't be in the fire.
Then he threw some logs into the fire and sat in his armchair to read.
It's under the painting. It has to be, I believe.
It's as boring now as it was then. I'm sorry, Sherry, but I think that's it.
I don't believe it.
Wait, John, we never use the fireplace in the mornings. What if...
Oh. There's gotta be something here then. Oh, that's
I think This
it.
is what we're looking
A
for.
tiny key.
A bit of juniper in the fireplace created a soothing atmosphere. It's the little things.
That's
isn't
smart. That's really smart. It was in the fireplace.
I heard footsteps upstairs a second ago. Wait, do we have an attic here?
Let's not dwell with the ghosts. The ghosts live here too. I have the key. In evidence.
We made
Yay!
it. So what's there?
What's in there? I know it might be a ghost. That's a good bottle.
Single malt
Squish,
whiskey.
squish.
it? Mycroft's favourite.
I wanted to say scotch and whiskey at the same time. Squitch, okay, guys? That's some good squitch. Oh my god. Unopened, it seems.
Gifted by Queen Victoria herself.
Queen Victoria! A present from the Queen. Half a bottle of fine single malt whiskey, Mycroft's favorite drink. We found it locked in the drawer of the desk of the curiosity cabinet, among a pile of important documents. Remarkably, it seems that the whiskey was a gift from Her Majesty Queen Victoria herself. This must be the case file of Dr. Otto.
Richter. This one is rather thick. Mycroft can be truly dogged in his research.
Dogged. Okay. Otto Richter is a 45-year-old born to a respectable... Oh my god, give me a minute. I swear I can speak and read. To a respected family in Bern, Switzerland, unmarried, no heirs. Medical practitioner, graduated from the University of Geneva, Switzerland. Graduation was postponed a year due to a minor scandal on one of his placements. Parents died of cholera in 1863. Only remaining family is a half-brother, Klaus, age 35. Present whereabouts of Klaus Richter unknown. Last seen on Cordona. Okay.
Dossiers on the most influential people on Cordona.
That's
Mycroft
really
always
smart.
had a habit of building files on everyone he met.
That's a good practice. That's good practice. Is this it? Oh, we need to look somewhere. We need to remember. So let's. What do we do? Okay. Ladder.
I used this ladder to look at the top shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Right you are, Sherry.
Can I use it? I can't go up. I heard scribbles. Scribble.
We heard a noise. I can't recall of exactly what. And we didn't have a great view from behind the statue.
Okay. Oh, no. From behind the statue. So it was here, yeah. Otto's book.
Books and papers from the table somehow ended up on the floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it.
Are we gonna have a cutscene? I miss the cutscenes. Okay, no. We're gonna do this right. So what do we do? So we were here, right? that's... Was that what happened? I'm gonna just go to my trusty friend over here. Okay, so these were on the floor. Oh, that is not what I... No. It has to be this. I'll zoot when I finish this to celebrate. Oh my. Yeah, they were behind the statue. They had a poor view. I think this makes sense. Alright.
Come on, Sherry. Let's go outside. Wait.
We did it!
Come here, Sherry.
You call this progress? Charlatan, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
Oh my.
So there was a quarrel between them.
There was apparently. The curious conversation. It all happened shortly after the incident in Viola's room on April 9th. Sherry decided to play with artifacts in the Cabinet of Curiosities, and of course I went with him. As a result, we became unintentional witnesses to an argument between Mycroft and Otto Richter. Sherlock's brother was angry. He was sure that Dr. Richter had done something dubious to their mother, and that it had backfired. He called Otto a charlatan. I mean, makes sense,
I
right?
heard a noise in the hall.
Yeah, let's.
Let's check it out.
Who are you?
Sherry, look. We've got a parcel here. Hurry up and let's see what's inside.
Did the mailman just fucking come in and go out? That's not nice. You should wait for me. Dear Mr. Holmes, I'm waiting for you at Kurt Manchio's mansion on Turquoise. What does this mean? I don't know what that is. Lane. Turquoise Lane, probably. Across from Cordona Abbey in Northern Grand Surrey. Come at once, if inconvenient. Come anyway. Always your friend, VV. P.S. I sent you the appropriate outfit for this place to avoid any unnecessary complications. I hope it fits. Okay.
An invitation that comes with a mask.
Okay,
What the
another
is this, Sherry?
side mission that is needed for the main story. Let's do this, shall we? Let me just open my thing. So I need to change outfits, yeah? Prince of Dark. Oh, you look really good. Turn hands before cracking skulls. And this mask. A normal mask for normal people. Of course. Why wouldn't it? Can I wear my makeup underneath? Vampire makeup. Yeah, hell yeah. I chimed in like you haven't ever heard of. Looks like it, doesn't it? Oh my god. Sacrificial lamb castrates automatically as a part of blah, blah, blah. Once you've triggered it, head to Kurt Manchio's mansion on Turquoise Lane in Northern Grand Surrey. Okay. So let's pin this. An invitation from Vogel. Let's go out then. I look so silly, but I love this gown. This gown is really, really beautiful. Alright, so let me get the place on the map really quick. It's here. This house. Behind. Ah, there it is. It's all decorated. I don't think I would miss it. Hey.
Welcome to the Manchios mansion.
Thanks. Can I go in?
May I ask you something? Don't take it personally, sir. But I know nothing about this.
Okay.
Welcome, sir.
Why do they all
hope you
speak
enjoy
like
yourself.
this?
Welcome, sir. I do hope.
Stepping inside the mansion, you want to head into the room in the back left area to talk to Werner Vogel and find out why he invited you. Okay. While still in this area, John issued a challenge for the missable trophy. Rumor has it, to fulfill the condition, we need to eavesdrop on 2 conversations of the rich and powerful. Alright, we'll do that. Okay, so we need to go to...
Enjoy the
Oh!
evening, sir. There is still plenty of
Cutscene!
time before the grand finale. All right.
The man was playing the piano blindfolded. The soundtrack's amazing.
What if I write
All
an
right.
article about these people here? Can you help me gather information about Cordona's
We will.
elite?
We will. Where can I eavesdrop? Where can I eavesdrop? John!
My goodness, Sherlock. They made a blood fountain.
No, John, it's definitely not blood, just wine. The whores, at a guess?
John, get down from there! This seems like a kinky party. Can I have a drink?
Are you able to help me? I have nothing to hide, sir, but I've never heard of this.
I wanted a drink. Hi, John.
Look, I'm an outlaw.
Look, I'm an outlaw. See this, Sherry? Where can I eavesdrop? Okay, let's...
Sherlock, friend, I wasn't sure you'd come.
Shoo, women.
Werner, I see you are not yourself. The more time you spend here in Cordona, the more I feel it my duty to bring you into our world and show you all we have to offer.
Your world.
And what is on offer today? Pleasure, indulgence, relief, and relaxation.
We are at a sexy party.
You've earned some time for yourself, have you not? Those who know me would say I'm incapable of it. Nonsense. I refuse to believe there is anyone permitted to know Sherlock Holmes. Huh. You may be right.
Uncomfortable.
Then free yourself from inhibition and expectation. The night is young, and so are the guests. You should try to enjoy both. It's not healthy for handsome men to spend every night alone, and certainly not in a house filled with such melancholic memories.
Oh my.
I must admit, my travels have proven more taxing than expected. I'm less confident in my life and myself. Time of relaxation seems a distant dream. So can I tempt you with a physical aid to your moral consolations?
Wine.
Wine, of course. Something to smoke. Or perhaps an artificial paradise? Yes, something more spiritual.
Spiritual.
Potentiated to sharpen the mind. A 7% solution of, well, that'd be telling, but you must try it.
Doesn't say me anything. I'm checking the guide if it matters, but no, not really. But I want to try. I want the good. Why wouldn't he let me? That would be reckless because it wouldn't be pointless.
My mind is my most valuable asset, and a finely tuned instrument I will not risk impeding its function. My ultimate duty is to provide the world with truth, and I do that perfectly well as is.
Duty? You've never cared about that before.
Hey, yo.
Of course I do. Exposing a lie, revealing a fact, that is a moral responsibility.
That's not morality. Morals are what happens afterwards when truth collides with consequence. Do you ever follow up on cases you solved? Do you ever see what happened next? Visit the victims? Ensure justice is served in the courts? And how do you choose where to direct your attention?
Are there not deserving causes to which your brilliance could be applied but isn't?
You ascribe me more power than I possess.
I mean,
I
I
have
guess.
a narrow skill set and work within that
Hydrate,
mandate.
thank you,
What
thank you.
occurs afterward is irrelevant.
With every action or inaction, you place a finger on the scales of morality. Many in the city would see you as abdicating a responsibility.
I haven't.
Not me, of course. Morality is subjective, just like
I
truth.
guess.
There is little to be gained from indulging in it, and far better things to indulge
That is
in.
true,
Now
though.
I
There are
must
better
insist on
things.
easing any burdens I've placed upon your shoulders. Show yourself a kindness, and try this rather delectable concoction.
I'd rather take it for study.
If this solution truly does assist with thinking, then perhaps it would be puerile to overlook an opportunity to study it. I'll take it with me.
Yes, Sherlock.
There you go.
Very good. And now, our evening begins in earnest. I just remembered. I'm sorry, Sherlock. My mind's delightfully impaired.
I'm gonna say
Please
that
take
whenever I
this key.
drink.
It opens the altar room, past the library.
Whenever I'm drinking,
Pardon?
and
Altar room.
my
What now,
cognitive
Diana?
Go quickly and
cognitive
find our Fabio.
capabilities are not
Only
good.
you
I'm
can make him talk.
I'm
I'll
delightfully
join you in a
impaired.
minute.
Delightfully impaired. Vogel gave me a key so I could talk to someone named Fabio in the altar room. This is the key, but I want to do this. First possibility is another small room on the left side of the foyer. Where that might be. In here? No.
One of these books must open a secret passage.
Maybe.
Well-known and
I
recent
know it.
plays to keep up to date with the current trends. Romantic poetry and prose. Someone's in touch with their feelings. Codex
Vogel?
Orchis. Why does this occult book sound like a flower?
Orchid, I guess.
Curtains do not
Jesus.
guarantee privacy.
Scared me.
And you still need a crack despite being ethereal.
Do you know
Oh,
what was
okay.
here before Manchosa's family bought it?
Okay, I'm looking at the thing. Let me be. It's occultist, architect, magic circle, and mysterious disappearance. There. Okay. Yellow Press. Before Manchu's family, the mansion was owned by an occultist architect. He dedicated his life to conducting a powerful ritual from the Forgotten Tome, but the ordinary magic circle proved too weak for it. That was why he built this mansion. A keen eye might notice that its shapes correspond with certain magical symbols, and some walls have cavities. One day the architect simply disappeared. An ash stain on the floor was all that remained. Perhaps he was successful in his endeavor.
That's what I like about this party. Bring me more dirt, Sherry.
Yes!
One more piece, and I can expose these base hedonists.
Let's do that, let's. Hey, John.
I think we deserve a rest.
Well, we are kind of resting. I'm trying to figure out where that image is. There it is.
Manchos had to enforce the masks after the scandal.
The scandal. So, the correct words are cheating groom, offended duchess, fired after incident, political crisis. Okay. So I'm snooping in the conversation. People describe the scandal from a previous party. Vice Governor Cowden was found by his wife to be a Prussian duchess in the company of young men. Although the marriage was intended to be a political one, the emotions of the duchess were real. The incident instigated a political crisis between Cardona and Prussia. Although there were only a few notes of protest, the governor fired his protege.
I'll pin them down with this scoop. Thank you, Sherlock.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Oh, I got an achievement. Okay, so I'm supposed to go to the altar room. Can I smoke some? Oh, there's food and all. Wine. Can't drink any of it. Where's his altar room? Here? Well, well, well.
My God. Was he here this whole time?
Who's that? A young man with a ceremonial knife stuck in his chest lies on a ritual stone in the altar. It's Fabio. Okay, the guy we were supposed to talk to, eh? This is the two. Covers a mark. Slave
This
branding.
crude tattoo partially covers as slave branding.
Why? That
A blunt force trauma may have suffered an internal hemorrhage.
does sound like it.
This worm-like sigil has
Worm.
been drawn with his own blood.
Oh, I thought it was cut in. Is he holding something?
The victim has clenched the fabric so firmly in his fist that it's nigh impossible to remove it.
Clearly he was in pain. Yo, let me check that. And my boyfriend watching. There, the knife.
This golden handle has a bloodstain on it.
Correct. It's very
The
sharp.
dagger is heavy and sharp, but lacks balance.
Missing one thing. Nipple?
The wound is deep. A precise strike reached the heart. He died right here.
It was Dr. Otto! It might have been. It makes sense. We did talk about it. Okay, what now? What is this?
The sign reminds me of the astrological symbol for Mars.
This for Venus.
This one looks like a twisted symbol of Venus, drawn in a hurry.
Anything around this part? When did you get here?
Werner, care to explain what is going on here?
On nights like these, it's not unusual for some attendees to get a little exuberant. It's part of the appeal. Unfortunately, it appears things have gotten out of hand. Yes, some are more prone to bend the rules of morality.
That's murder. I doubt there's anything left to bend. Why did you not tell me?
John in the
immediately?
background.
We were chatting about trivial matters for some time.
If I'm completely honest, Sherlock, I've consumed a rather potent cocktail of substances. My attention slips and drifts.
Understandable.
I'm glad I thought to call for you.
You sent me a disguise.
Oh dear, did I? Well, since I found the body, Mr. Manchios has agreed that you can investigate the matter. I promise my mind will behave itself going forward.
All right. And pull yourself together, Werner.
Do I need anything? Okay, hold on.
Let me see what I can do about all this.
I need to see things first. Here, there are props.
This elaborate box must be for the ritual dagger. The herbs here are Salvia divinorum. They have a slight hallucinogenic effect to emphasize the ceremony.
Oh.
The ointment smells mouse-like.
Ew.
I presume it is an aphrodisiac prepared from a Spanish fly. This oil has a slight aroma of flowers and olive.
Okay.
The herbs here are Salvia divinorum.
Yeah, we got that, right? Okay, I'm just making sure.
Oh, these crime scenes always outdo my imagination.
Always, John, always. Dressing room. For my Fabio. Mancio.
Handcrafted and luxurious cufflinks. There's also a note. For my Fabio. Manchos.
They were gay! Maybe. Would have been. There's a key. F.
The key is similar to the one that Vogel gave me.
Fabio.
The key is similar to the one that Vogel gave me. The capital F on the key fob might refer to Fabio.
F, because he's dead.
Would you recognise me in one of these? I suppose not.
Yeah, probably not, John. Where are you, John? Where is John? Yeah, there's an outfit missing.
Identical to the robes the guests are wearing.
Will someone wash his face?
The pitcher is empty, but with puddles around it.
Yeah,
Blood clots are adhered to the sides of the drain.
Someone... The murder is here. In the party. Is this a ritual?
This is a different ritual.
Ritual scenario. I found a scenario of some sort of ritual with a remark written at the beginning. It says, read and rehearse this rite. Manchios. The naked woman lies on the altar on a bed of flowers, symbolizing Mother Gaia. The one who leads the ritual oils the body of the woman to awaken her inner fertility. Participants should chant at this moment and call for the man who can please Mother Gaia, and the man who will impersonate. Sorry. The principle of life may come to engage in sexual congress with her. Okay. Machio's note. Don't ignore the guests, Matista, and stop boring them. They don't want to hear about your stupidities. They want to feel how beautiful they are and how generous you can be towards them. You are here to please and celebrate life. Remember, each guest paid a great deal to be with you. Manchios.
How can anyone accept such behaviour?
John, where are you?
A useful tool for a disguise arsenal.
Oh my.
Props, decorations and tools for a more detailed set.
Oh, those are the
Similar to
bloody
guests'
clothes.
robes, apart from the bloodstains.
Yeah, one of the guests may have taken the rope here. Definitely, that happened. We have to find Matista, I guess. Okay, nothing else here. Hi, John.
What about a quick pillow fight?
Yeah! Just check the guide. Pin in the clue smoking lounge to your screen. You can use concentration mode. Okay, okay. Smoking lounge. I don't have that. What is that? I don't have that. Where's the smoking lounge? Oh, here. Okay.
Enough cigars to burn down the entire mansion.
Well, one's still there.
An open wound spoiled the carpet.
Damn. Dry cleaning and all.
Blood. A sturdy bottle met a not-so-sturdy human. It didn't break only because it was unopened.
Ah. Smart.
Why don't people tidy up after themselves?
Okay, now we pin that. There's a lot of blood here.
The wounded person was here for some time. A bloody handprint on an armchair. person leaned against the doorframe. They left a smudged trail of blood. There appear to be no further traces leading to the altar.
Okay. Interesting. Now speak to Verger. Okay. What's this
What is
nights
it about
about?
these nights that you are so eager to share with me?
Well, they're not always in the evenings, but they are in the shadows. People gather to test their boundaries in a safe and consensual atmosphere.
That's fair, you
Often
know.
with more stains than your typical crime scene. That's the point. Who are we to judge?
I suppose that's fair. What about today, then? Was anything different?
Well, I was invited as a special guest.
Special guest.
It was supposed to be a time of both divine and carnal pleasures. A scratch for every unconventional itch.
Right.
I imagine you're reeling from your shattered expectations.
I'm sorry if you're gonna hear my heater. I'm
There is still
heating
spectacle,
myself.
stimulation and
It's
release,
rather cold.
merely in a different form. I like to let life entertain me.
Or death.
Right, or death.
Mr. Manchios is the owner of the manor, yes?
And the host of Cordona's most memorable parties. He promises
Even
even,
the
the
ugliest
guest a partner for the
guest.
night. And for the ones with more unconventional tastes, Mr. Manchios provides other services.
What a caring person.
That's probably what
Difficult to
happened.
imagine.
John, I'm cold since 20. Oh yeah, I did not change my Discord status. I did not.
How did you discover the body? In between guzzles of alcohol?
I was set to perform in a fecundity rite with Fabio and came to inquire further. There was a staged ritual where he was to play the principle of life.
And the rehearsal was unsuccessful?
He was gonna have gay
No.
sex.
I found him alone on the altar, his blood dripping to the floor.
And then?
Then I called Mr. Manchios. He was panicking, so I told him about you. We left the room and locked the door. Then we were
Filling time?
waiting for you was stressful. We indulged in
Filling
some
something
simple
else,
comfort.
right?
Overindulged, perhaps.
Were you well acquainted with Fabio, the victim?
Everyone knew Fabio, or wanted to. His beauty was the talk of the island. Too handsome to go unnoticed. He was magnetic. Fat wallets fought for the privilege of having him. He offered the pleasures of performance
No.
and more.
Was the police know
The
nothing?
police remain unaware of this tragic event?
Some of them may be hiding behind their masks. They conceal many things. But we didn't want the authorities to create more problems. Besides, after a few cocktails, their incompetency soared to new heights.
How do you know I even want the case?
I promised you relaxation. If there's one thing I know
Ah, you're
about
right,
you,
but-
Sherlock, it's that nothing soothes you more than a good mystery.
He's right.
What about the fertility ritual? There was something about Fabio being a
You're
principal.
John in the
of
background.
Fabio was supposed to portray the beauty of life's origin. Flowers, oil. Not this travesty that seems straight out of the Inquisition.
So this ritual is not the fertility rite. What was it meant to look like?
It begins with a woman lying naked in a flower bed on the
Right.
altar. She represents Gaia,
We did
the earth.
read about
As I cover her in oils, we chant for the principle. As our calls reach a climax, Fabio enters and copulates with her. After he finishes, I stab her with a dagger.
Did you stab
Hearts
him
just
with a
pretend,
dagger?
Of course.
But the intercourse is...
I did not expect you to be such a prude. Are you a virgin? It is nothing to be ashamed of, but it would explain the colour of your cheeks. The fertility rite marks the start of our festivities. The principle of life is beautiful, intimate, essential. It must not be stopped.
Yet it appears that someone did stop it. What about the naked woman? Can you tell me anything about her?
Oh yes, Matista. She's one of Fabio's compatriots and a performer too. I haven't seen her today, actually.
When you discovered the body, was the door open?
No, it was locked. Oh, that reminds me. It's a minor detail, but the first time I came to speak to Fabio, I left without entering, having been unable to open the door.
You didn't have the key.
No, I had it. Don't look at me like that.
I was mostly
sober. I suspect there was a key in the other side of the door, blocking the lock.
That detail may very well be major, Werner. Well done.
Well done.
So you returned
Pat,
later
pat.
only to find the lock was not blocked.
Correct. After an hour had passed, I tried again and was able to unlock
There
the
must be a
door.
passage that you can
That's when I
leave.
discovered poor, handsome Fabio.
So, Sherry, do you have any ideas about the case?
Must be.
Perhaps. I think I can deduce what happened here.
All right, let's deduce then. All right. So he got stabbed here. That seems more like it, honestly. It was precise. The cut was precise. So, yeah. Okay. What else? What else? What else? Here. Someone definitely locked it from the inside. I mean, Fabio's key is here. But the person who wanted to kill... Yeah, so if Fabio's key is here, it wouldn't be his key, right? Probably. And in here... Someone happened to the bottle. No one got stabbed, I think. I think it was something like that. No, there was a handprint. He wasn't dragged. There. Over here. Yeah, the killer washed. Put the clothes back there. Is it this?
You're not even trying.
Okay, I'm looking at the guide. He was dragged. What? He was dragged? Oh, because there were no more blood stains after this.
The bottle was used as a weapon during a scuffle in the smoking lounge. Then, to ensure no one would interrupt, the murderer locked the door. The unconscious body of the victim was moved to the altar room. Once the body was on the altar, the murderer thrust the dagger into the victim's heart. Symbols were drawn with the blood. The wardrobe was used to hide the bloodied robe from anyone's eyes. The killer washed himself and took a clean robe from the hanger before leaving.
Are you all right? You're on the floor, not moving.
Yeah, that's how I think.
I think I know what happened here.
I'm starting to put the pieces together.
Fabio was stabbed.
I see nothing gets past you, Werner. Yes, he was stabbed, but only after being knocked out in the next room and placed here. I do not yet know why.
So, who's responsible?
Well, it was one person working alone, and the murderer has now donned a robe. He or she could be hiding in plain sight. We have lost time, Werner, but your discretion may prove to be a benediction after all.
Mind Palace. Okay. The circumstances. Fabio died in the altar. Was killed in a ritual murder. Fabio was sacrificed on the altar during an occult ritual. Correct. Fabio's keys remained untouched. And the altar room was locked and unlocked. The murderer had a key to the altar room. The murderer was in possession of a key to the altar room and locked the door. I don't know yet. Okay, that doesn't go together. Provide evidence. The key.
The murderer had to have access to this room. After the crime, he used his own key to lock the door. So, who had the key to the altar room?
I'm not sure. As a special guest, I was provided one by Mr. Manchios. He should be able to tell you of any others.
Okay,
Where can I
I
find
want to
him?
meet this man.
Most likely in the main hall, entertaining his guests. He has a mask with golden stars. You can't miss him. But please be discreet. We don't want to risk disturbing the revelry.
Okay. We need to talk to him. Where are you? Is this you?
Kurt Manchios, I presume? I'm Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, you must be the one Werner told me about. What a sweet voice you have.
Ah,
It must belong to a handsome young man.
of course.
Can I call you Sherlock?
As you wish, Mr. Manchios. Mr. Vogel asked me to help you. The body in the altar room requires answers, and quickly. I suspect the murderer to still be here.
What? Lower your voice. I don't want anyone to hear us.
Right. Who had access
I
to
need
the
to
altar?
find all those who had the key to the altar room. As far as I know, Mr. Vogel, Fabio, and you had access to it. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes. Also, Matista and Santos.
Matista.
Santos. Who is that?
Santos Pinchetti, my major domo. In his opinion, at least.
Oh.
I'd like to speak to Mr. Pinchetti and Matista. Do you have somewhere I might have a private conversation with them?
Of course, of course. Let me think. Matista is entertaining the guests somewhere.
Busy with the
and
servants. Doing
Santos-
what?
Oh, yes. He will be busy with the servants. Or the cook. What's that noise? What's going on?
Hello?
Freeze, filth. You're under arrest.
Who is? Me? Me? What is happening? Love the song choice though. Jesus. I wouldn't sit on that couch actually. Why am I in handcuffs?
Committed a crime, and now I have to free you, kiss your hand, and apologize for the inconvenience. Your Grace.
I did tell you that Mr. Vogel and I were innocent. I emphasized it in my statement.
Your statement? Thanks to some bigwigs who work for the so-called good of the country by releasing fleas like you. Thank God we have Vogel in this letter. Once I get to that goldfish, I'll...
Bigwig. Oh, my wretched brother Mycroft and his long nose.
Wait, did you say Mycroft? Mycroft Holmes? Are you the youngest son of Violet Holmes, rest her soul?
Yeah. Can I... Okay, it's whatever. You knew my mother?
You knew my mother?
Not personally, no. Not exactly. I was working on the paperwork for that case.
Would you happen to remember anything of the events?
Well, I didn't make the inquiry, but I remember seeing some notes. Why?
Negotiate? No, you must help me. I'm not negotiating.
You must help me. It would mean a great deal to me if you could find any information about that day.
Huh. Got you hooked, right? You know what? Stark and the others think they're the smartest here, thanks to you. Let me get this straight. Are you listening to me, lad?
I'm all ears.
Take this case. Report to me only. To
Sure.
Constable Harvey Oswald. I'll leave everything I have on this table. Find the murderer.
I will.
Be a real copper. Question the suspects. Make them sing. Give me something substantial.
And if Mr. Vogel is not a suspect?
If he's innocent, then you can take your favourite degenerate away from here. If
Yay.
you slip or mess with the evidence, then trust me, your brother won't save you from my bludgeon. Meanwhile, I'll be checking the archive for you. If anybody asks, then you're a consulting detective.
That's what I
Let's
am.
make a start then, partner.
Partner.
I'm glad we managed to get the scoop before the raid.
Right. Alright, what's this? Following a report from a witness of the satanic ritual who claimed to have found a body, the raid on Manchio's mansion was granted. It resulted in the arrest of multiple suspects and dispersal of the group in masks and robes caught in acts of gross indecency and unnatural behavior. The body of the victim was found lying on an altar with a knife wound in his chest. The officers identified the victim, Fabio, 20, a local performer and artist. Arrested suspects, Vogel. He had a letter of an insulting nature in his possession, which had been written by the victim. He claims to have found the body. He is infamous for his eccentric personality. Sherlock Holmes carried a murder weapon, a dagger with the victim's blood, and other items of evidence. He was invited by another suspect, Vogel, presumably to obstruct the official investigation. Manchios, the owner of the mansion and organizer of the satanic party, paid the victim to participate in the ritual, had access to the crime scene. Matista, Fabio's partner and participant in the ritual, tried to escape, resisted arrest, owned a book with a description of the ritual performed in the altar room. Some of the guests are temporarily detained for further questioning. There's keys. Number 5.
Back on track to solve the case.
Oh, the interrogation rooms. Witness deposition. I, Santos Pinchetti, I am a witness who reports a suspicion on murder at Manchio's mansion in Grand Surrey. During preparations for the social party, I had loud noises from the closed altar room. Immediately, I thought of the sacrifice of a living being overviewed by none other than Kurt Manchios. There was blood on the walls, strange symbols, and a dagger in the heart. As soon as I was able to think clearly, I rushed to the police station to report my findings. The station responded to the deposition by setting up a patrol, while the witness left the station and went home. He went home. Saying he saw the symbols. This provider of this ticket has permission to inspect all evidence on case. Yeah, that's me. Now pay police officer Oswald in the archives a visit and speak to him. Okay.
Look, I found Werner.
You did? Oh, you did? Hi.
Werner, are you alright?
Oh, yes. Everything's fine. In fact, it's something of a family reunion. My brother spent quite some time in this place himself.
You should not be here. I told the police everything I knew, but they refused to let you go. They require proof to free you.
Ha! What did you expect? The mighty Sherlock Holmes swans in, tells the officers what to think, and the world obeys?
Yeah.
Of course not. Anyway, I struck a deal with the constable, and I've got a free hand in the investigation. I find proof to solve the case for him. He obtains files about my mother's death for me.
Well done. If one has the power or will and can act, then one must.
Yes, sir.
I wonder, suppose you couldn't get the proof to your truth. Would you tell a lie to the guard that enabled my freedom, knowing my innocence?
What do
Would
you
that not be
mean?
just?
I mean, he is innocent, probably. It seems to me that he is. The guy doesn't tell me anything about it. Would I lie for him? He has been helping me, yeah.
I suppose that in the pursuit of justice, if truth was ineffectual, then one must resort to other means to achieve the outcome. I would do it.
Oh, Sherlock, that is sweet of you. Alas, if the police are after hard evidence,
Yeah.
then I suppose neither truth
Not
nor
this
lie
time,
would
not this
do.
time.
That is absurd. I can resolve this without compromises. Do not give up hope.
I'll be in a
Let me
minute.
see what I can do about all this.
Let's go to the archive to speak to the constable. Can I change my wardrobe? Yeah. I'm gonna be a priest. I'm gonna be a play doctor, actually. But I want to see my face. Vampire plague doctor. Hell yeah.
I'm doing my part. You should do yours too, Holmes.
My palace. Pinchet is a majordomo. Pinchet is a suspect who should be arrested and questioned. He had a key which he did not mention in his petition. That's true. That is true. I'm just gonna, okay. Okay, whatever. Santos is a suspect.
Have you considered Mr. Santos Pinchetti as a suspect?
Oh, hydrate. Sorry, I didn't see that.
Have you seen him? I mean, my breath could knock him down. What's so special about him?
As a major domo, he has keys that open all the rooms, including the one to the crime scene. Could have testified only to circumvent suspicion, don't you think? We need to question him.
Right. I'll send our men to fetch him. Stay here.
Okay.
They brought him in, Mr. Holmes. Here's the key to interrogation room number 7. Mr. Pinchetti didn't even resist, our men said.
Thank you.
I look so hot. Now head to the evidence room.
You can question Mr. Pinchetti in the interrogation room. You can question...
Can I...
Mr. Pinchetti in the interrogation room. You can...
Okay, let's go to the evidence room.
Interrogation room.
Where is this evidence room?
Did you hear us?
I heard gossip. I heard gossip. I want in on it.
Did you hear Basilio Capello is in jail? A dead body was found in his showroom.
I'm just going. Okay, I'll wait. This is probably for another case.
Did you hear Basilio Capello?
Oh, I did it. My curiosity has been piqued by talk that Basilio Capello, the owner of the famous Armor Capello home security company, has been arrested. His situation is quite peculiar. A man named Niccolo Detti has been found dead inside a safe in Basilio's store. Basilio claims innocence, but the evidence is against him. He is being held in the holding cell at the police station.
In the police?
Yeah,
Let's
this
pretend
is
to be cops,
another.
eh? We can just stand around and look confused.
Where is evidence room? Evidence room.
Good night. Your ticket, please, if you want me to help you.
I got my ticket.
I'd like to check the evidence from this case.
And who are you?
Oswald sent me. I'm a consulting detective.
Yeah.
Your partner, then?
Sure.
Let me see. Ah, a ritual murder. What a bunch of degenerates. Wait a second. I'll bring it to the table.
He has such arched eyebrows. Where'd you get your eyebrows done, man? What keys are those?
All the keys of the mansion on one golden ring.
Who had those keys?
A heavily perfumed handkerchief with the initials K.
That's
in the
Manchio's.
corner. A handcrafted charm that contains hair and nail clippings.
That is some witch shit.
Her key to the altar room.
Okay, and who had that? The power of
That's
love,
not
blood
for
and
bedtime
mandrake.
reading. This ex libris belongs to Manchio's library.
The police found this occult book in Matisse's bag during the arrest. According to the ex libris, the tome was taken from Mr. Manchio's collection. It contains illustrations and description of a ritual similar to the crime scene. Prepare the naked body of recently deceased object of interest. Draw symbols of Mars and Venus to enhance the power you possess. Use the force of male and female nature. Pierce his heart with a golden dagger to be rid of the blood that does not love you. Draw a symbol representing your love. While waiting for the resurrection, recite the charm. Matissa has this. Now let's think. Let's think. Matista was jealous that Fabio was wanted by so many men, by so many people, and that would pay money just to see him because he was a beautiful man. And if Fabio was, in fact, Matista's partner, she would be jealous and probably think that he was cheating or something. So he wanted to cleanse him by this ritual, by removing the blood that does not love Matista, seeing this way, and draw a symbol representing your love. Matista might be pregnant because the symbol of the love, I'm assuming it's like the worm thing that it was drawn on his belly. So not only did she think everyone was trying to take advantage of Fabio, and maybe he was going too along with it, if you know what I mean. While she was pregnant, that's theory for now.
The book describes a ritual similar to the one performed in the altar room.
What is this?
An emergency kit for boredom.
Oh. Letter from Fabio. The letter that was found in Vogel's evidence box. Is your mind unsound? You can't control your bitterness. Not around me anyway. For me, it's too great of a risk to ignore that kind of behavior. I can speak, and play with anyone I choose. I'm not another Matista. You pay me, but you haven't bought me. Of course, I'll keep all your generous donations, even though they hardly compensate for your last terrible outburst. I'm leaving you, although Matista will still be around. Vogel would be one of those people that would, I guess, see Fabio a lot. For me, it's too great of a risk to ignore that kind of behavior.
Not the time for privacy.
I'm confused. A little bit confused.
It's a miracle this ruby hasn't tempted anyone.
What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, right.
Werner's personal sketchbook. Thank you, officer.
Okay. Okay, we have to go back to Vogel. Hey, Vogel. I forgot where you were. There. What is this?
So, the police found a letter from Fabio in your pocket.
I cannot tell if it was truly in my pocket at all. Perhaps it was placed there later.
Well, that is one hypothesis. If it were true, then how did it get there?
No clue. But this night has been rather eccentric. Such a detail could have easily...
I don't know about that.
Indeed. Do you recall reading it?
I can't remember that either. But I tend to respect privacy. Reading others' personal notes is not one of my perversities.
Not one of them, you say.
I don't think I can tell you anything about this.
Can I tell him about anything else? Be sure to come back to him after talking to the other witnesses. Okay.
Let me see what I can do about all this.
Where are these interrogation rooms? Oh, hey.
Good day, Mr. Manchios. I am Constable Oswald's partner in this investigation.
Be quick and gentle. Some of your colleagues are untrained boors. Although I don't mind meeting young officers.
Oh, God.
New blood here.
If you cooperate in finding Fabio's murderer, there will be no need to meet with the boars again.
That voice. Werner's friend? You're the policeman. What a disappointment.
Only an undercover agent can scour a ditch full of deviants. I am a consulting detective,
Hmm.
although I'm capable of replacing the entire department through my consultations.
Sharp-tongued, I like it. May I presume this tongue will get us out of this trouble? I would be so indebted and glad to repay you.
Nothing's changed. I'm looking for the murderer. That's the only way to get us out of trouble.
Exactly.
But it shouldn't take much time, correct? We're all
What do you
busy
mean?
after all.
I need to examine you first.
Of course. Where is makeup? Okay. Not married. Washed hands in a hurry, huh? Lavishly expensive. Don't tell me this is a brand new row, huh? That you got. Exposure to hair dye. No. For cleanliness, he wouldn't dye his hair. He hides his age. Kurt Mancio is extremely rich, eccentric, and frivolous. He is the organizer of the parties for Cardona's elite and the owner of the Mancio's mansion. He spends his life in the company of similarly overprivileged people. However, Mr. Mancios wishes to hide his true age from the younger participants of his parties. He is concerned with aging to the point where he uses makeup and hair dye to look younger. Yes.
You are a little over the top with your use of makeup, Mr. Manchios. Is it so difficult for you to acknowledge your age?
Well, Sherlock, that's easy for you to say to an old man when you look as though you are barely 15.
But still, it shouldn't be an issue for someone of your status.
For people of my age, it isn't an issue, no. But the younger ones can be so afraid of wrinkles and grey flecks. I have to adapt.
Such a methodical man who cares for his body but misses the soap under his fingernails. Are you so impatient, or perhaps even impulsive?
I wouldn't call myself that. Silly little details.
Right.
If I missed it, it wasn't important.
Nah.
Or rather, it was less important than who or what I was focused on.
What was Fabio like?
What was Fabio like? His personality, his habits? Anything you can tell me?
He was the brightest star of my parties. Young, magnetic, and full of energy. I don't even want to mention his beauty. Otherwise, I'll be sobbing.
An expensive champion, I imagine.
His performances were flawless. He deserved his payment. Do you think he was murdered because of money?
No.
Possibly. What about the other guests? Were they used to opening their wallets as well?
I wouldn't restrict my guests from anything. I'm sure Fabio received a few coins from others for his services.
I'd like to know more about the event.
Mr. Vogel told me a little about your parties, but I would like to know more directly from you.
I'm all yours, Sherlock. You have me arrested and locked here with you alone.
Whoa. Who did you invite?
I'd like to know who you usually invite to your parties.
Free minds who are able to leave reality for an evening, who can taste forbidden fruit without prejudice. There is nothing that quite spices up life like these parties, assuming one is old enough and has worked many years for the good of one's country.
Oh, all true labourers, I see.
Why did you invite Vogel?
Why did you invite Mr. Vogel as your special guest?
He's a pretty fellow. He's capable of surprising the public. He has a talent for saying words that no one else would wish to either say or hear.
I suppose I can't argue with that.
He is a free addition to the eccentricity of the party, which is fine by me, as long as it enhances my party.
I'm sure it enhanced. Present all evidence to him to learn new details and deductions for your Mount Palace. I didn't talk to the others yet, so...
I appreciate your cooperation, Mr. Manchios. Wait just a moment, I have something to check.
Let's, talk to the other people. Are you Matista?
I'm Sherlock Holmes. I'm helping Constable Oswald. You are Matista, Fabio's friend.
This body, yes, it's Matista. But it's a mere shell that will die someday. Just like Fabio.
Sorry, man.
Please accept my condolences for your friend.
Thank you.
I'm just here to ask questions and find Fabio's murderer.
It will not bring Fabio back.
Well, we can take any. Oh, what is that? Primitive occult tattoo. Bitter nails. Oh god, no. Yeah. That's dirty. Chained? Shackle scars. So, wait. So Fabio and Matista are both branded, by like slavery. Blood-filled bruises. No, that I don't even know. Moves to the booba. Ooh, who's that? Matissa, the performer and Fabio's partner, has had a difficult life. She was branded and enslaved while still a child. While enslaved, she met Fabio, hence their similar branding. Old scars as a result of her slavery during adolescence. She continues to be haunted by these traumatic experiences. She has a genuine interest in mysticism since she has tattooed her body with occult symbols. Matissa tries to get over her past, and the life of a performer seems to be the opportunity for her to earn money.
Fabio and yourself were slaves, am I correct? You have a similar branding on your body.
Yes. It was a long time ago.
I couldn't help but also notice fresh cuts upon your forearms.
The cuts helped me to forget my past, to cover the old wounds and hide them.
How did you escape?
Something happened. One night the master fell down the stairs. I made him fall, and he died.
Good.
We ran away that day. We managed to get on a ship and traveled here, to Cordona. Fabio and I started a new life here. It was very hard at first, but it became better with time. Until today.
Where'd you get those bruises?
The bruises on your neck are not self-inflicted. Someone else made them.
Some guests can't contain themselves. They even bite. Sometimes.
Okay, what can I say?
I've nothing to say. I don't know what to say.
This is the letter the police found in Mr. Vogel's pocket. Fabio wrote it. Do you know anything about it?
I don't. Although I can feel Fabio's energy. It's there, but it refuses to let me analyze it.
This book, The Power of Love, Blood and Mandrake, what do you hope to achieve?
To learn more about the invisible strengths that govern us. Occultism is real. The master who fell that night when Fabio and I escaped, I made him fall. I cast a spell on him and it worked.
Or was it a coincidence?
The universe is really so lazy.
If you say so. Do you practice occult rituals?
For protection? For fortune? To wash away the ugliness of the world? Sometimes to survive. I have the gift, and I'm learning to use it better.
Did you use your gift on Fabio?
I only used white magic. Love charms lately. Fabio became so distant.
Thank you for the
I just wanted him to be
hydrate.
with me, but I suppose I'm not as skilled as I thought.
Okay. So let's meet with the other guy. Major Domo, it seems. Oh no, this is Kurt Mancho's.
I appreciate...
Oh, I can skip. Where's the other bitch? Hi. No, that's John. Is it you?
Mr. Pinchetti, A pleasure to meet you. I'm Sherlock Holmes. I'm helping Constable Oswald.
I've already told him everything I know. I'm only a witness.
No,
so
no, no,
everything's
no,
in
no,
my
no,
report.
no. I don't trust
And
it.
I've read it. You forgot to mention that you hold the keys to the room where Fabio was found. I need only to find if the crime was intentional.
But I need to return to my duties.
No,
I
you
doubt
don't.
the house will fall without you, Mr. Pinchetti. Just be still for a few seconds.
Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Dirty clothes. Repaired multiple times. Those bruises? Inflamed skin. Allergy. Or disease. Stepped in blood. But I guess if he was a witness, it would happen. Huh? Colored more than once. What is miser? No, no. I don't believe it. Santos Pinchetti is the head servant of the mansion. Despite being employed at the highest position within the household, he appears to be poor. His body shows symptoms of psoriasis? I don't know. Mr. Pinchetti hides his damaged skin under layers of makeup. The majordomo's suit has had multiple holes that had been patched or sewn. To renovate the suit's look, Mr. Pinchetti had dyed it.
You are the majordomo of a rich mansion, and you seem barely able to afford decent clothing. You hide, under heavy makeup, a skin disease that might be treated with more onerous but less harmful means. Do you have money troubles?
I do not have a lot of means. The pay is below what you might expect.
But you could easily change your job if your employer does not meet your elementary needs.
One can change his employer, that is true.
And the blood on your shoe, where does that come from?
I don't actually know. Perhaps from a guest.
Did you know Fabio?
Not personally. He was a frequent guest, and cleaning the mess after his performances was tedious. Mr. Manchios always had a role for him, and mainly the leading one. The parties were always Fabio-centric.
And Matista? Was she as popular as her partner?
Don't tell her I said this, but I do not think so. Mr. Manchios hired her only because Fabio refused to work without him. Mr. Manchios used to
Mr. Manchios is very jealous.
She was tasked with entertaining the guests, unlike Fabio, who could pick and choose.
Mr. Manchios is very jealous that he had to share Fabio with Matista.
I recognize the key from the altar room among these.
A small note attached to the will says, Santos, my hopeful slug, you begged me to include you in my will, so I did. Here's my latest revision of the will. Kurt. The text of the will under the note. Santos Pinchetti, the majordomo of the mansion, receives a jar of the mustache's wax and a salt lamp that he might always remember his caring employer, Kurt Manchios. That sucks. That sucks so bad. Do the others have the belongings with them? They do not. Just check. Only he had the belongings. Okay. Provide evidence.
You'd better ask someone else.
Okay.
I've read the letter about your will. A harsh method of ridiculing Santos. I doubt he will use mustache wax when he wears no mustache to begin with.
Where did you get it? Is the slug here? Tell him I shouldn't have to provide for him. He's a grown man who shouldn't sit on his uncle's neck.
What?
He conceives himself as my only heir.
And who is he to you?
He's a leech on my aging body. He has only added problems to my life since the death of his mother.
I fail to see why you made him your majordomo.
He needed to know his place.
What do you
so
mean?
I taught him.
Do you recognize this book? Could Matista have borrowed it from your library?
She didn't ask me. How ungrateful.
The things described in the book were inspiration for the rituals you performed?
Do you really believe that blood, symbols, and incantations can resurrect the dead? They are just eerie tales with a mix of occultism and voodoo. My rituals are a stage to show some of the forbidden pleasures.
You're weird, man. You're weird.
I've read this letter from Fabio. It had no addressee, but it was found in Mr. Vogel's pocket.
Werner? Strange. I didn't think the two of them corresponded.
I'm sure there is some explanation. Would you care to read it?
Call me superstitious, but I don't care to read a letter from a dead man.
Okay.
That's not something I know much about.
Do you have any idea who tipped off the police to raid your mansion, Mr. Manchios?
Of course. It was you.
No.
I could even say you Sherlocked me.
A good guess, but the wrong one. The fellow who did that was Mr. Pinchetti, your major domo.
What? Santos? But how could he even know? If he's not the murderer himself. The ungrateful swine. He has dared to besmirch my reputation.
Not a very eloquent choice of words.
What should I call him then, since he's a snitch? Make him talk, Sherlock. I'm quite certain he knows more about the murder than he has told the police.
You'd better ask someone else. That's not something I know much about.
Okay.
That's not something I know much about.
What am I missing?
You'd better ask someone else.
What am I missing? Oh.
You bought an expensive pair of cufflinks for Fabio. Were they his price? Or were they a tip for an exclusive show?
It was pure business. Fabio escorted me a few times. I was merely showing my gratitude.
This pair cost a small fortune. You must be extremely grateful then. Tell me more.
You've thrust a knife in an exposed nerve, Sherlock. Yes, he was my protege and my beacon also. With my experience and his beauty, we could have achieved anything. I had faith in
He
him.
definitely
I would
murdered
have
him.
made him.
Definitely.
I know I can handle the news.
Can I not question anything else? Okay. Oh my god. Okay. The letter? No. The power of love, and Matisse trusted in the occult over Fabio. Matisse may have performed the ritual on Fabio to bring his love back. That might be correct. Has a washing routine. Scrumptiously clean. Kurt Matches carefully prepared himself for the depravity. Could Matisse has fresh bruise to blood on Pinchetti's shoes? No, okay. Activity at the party then. Matisse suffered bruises on her body from brutal interactions with the guests during the party. Okay. Kurt Matches had feelings for Fabio, obviously. That could also be it? No, okay. Manchios set himself up for debauchery. Or Manchios washed himself after the murder. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Blood on Pinchetti's shoes. Santos Pinchetti may have stepped in the blood while discovering the crime scene. That's what I believe in. Kurt Mancho had feelings for Fabio. Okay, no. What else? I'm just gonna do that. Okay. Or Sam's had failed to notice a blood stain on the side of his shoe while cleaning his after the murder. No, it doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem. Okay. I'm just doing everything. Okay. Fabio bruised Matista during their fight in the smoking lounge. Fabio bruised Matista. Or bruises from her body from brutal interaction. It seems like Fabio was killed in the ritual murder. Would it be like this? Yeah. Yeah. So nothing else adds, right? Okay. Let's talk to Vogel.
I don't think I can tell you anything about this. I'm not supposed to know anything about this.
Okay.
I can't follow you here.
Wait.
I can't follow you here.
Oh my god.
I don't think I can tell you anything about this.
Pin evidence? I'm trying to provide the evidence.
I don't think I can tell you anything about this. I'm not supposed to know anything about this.
Oh.
I don't think I can tell you anything about this.
I don't think you're gonna help me, are you?
Let me see what I can do about all this.
I'm missing something. Say hi to Vanna, blah 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 blah. We did that. I'm missing something. I have to be.
I know I can handle the news.
Where's that bitch? Where's the other man? Hello? Fucking lost him, boys. There you are. Okay, there's something. I didn't give him evidence. Okay. That's what I'm missing.
Don't expect me to know anything about it.
Okay.
Don't expect me to know anything about it. I know nothing about this.
You guys are bored.
I can't help you.
What do you think of Batista?
I can't help you. Don't expect me to know anything about it.
Why not?
I can't help you. I can't help you. I can't help you. I can't help you.
You better start helping me. Swear to God.
I know nothing about this. Don't expect me to know anything about it. I can't help you.
I'm gonna put
Don't
everything.
expect me to know anything about it. I can't help you.
Oh my God.
I know nothing about this. I can't help you. I can't help you.
Mr.
Oh my
Manchios
God.
says that you begged him to be included in the heritage. Isn't that a little extreme, even for a major domo?
He's not only my employer, he's my uncle.
Is your uncle?
The only one. Mr. Manchios flatly refuses to pay a family member.
What the fuck?
All I have to do is repay his so-called love, cleaning up the filth after perverts and decadents. He's imprisoned me. The best I can hope for is a new broom. That's why I wanted to have my part of the inheritance.
Is it that bad? You have a roof above your head.
No, it is bad, Sherlock. It is very bad.
For God's sake. I'm forced to dye and stitch my threadbare clothes, and the holes in my shoes are painful. I'm ashamed every time a guest looks at me closely.
Why do you think your uncle treats you this way?
My mother, my uncle's sister, had me illegitimately. She died, and I was given the surname of one of the maids.
But you are entitled to some of the money that belongs to your family.
He thinks not. I was not responsible for my mother's death. I work hard, and he pays me nothing. I feed on the leftovers.
He couldn't have killed him.
While he wastes our estate's property on decadent parties. He paid Fabio handsomely and showered him with expensive gifts for their disgusting relationship.
Mancio's mocked Pinchetti. Pinchetti has been forced to work for Kurt Manchos in the desperate hope of obtaining heritage, but it hasn't paid off. It really hasn't, huh? Come on, that has something to do with it. Don't lie to me. According to Santos Pinchetti, and by the content of the letter, it may have been addressed to Kurt Manchios. Ah, it was not for Vogel.
There is undeniable evidence that you were the original recipient of this letter.
What are you talking about? Is it addressed to me?
Your protege wanted a fresh start, it seems. This is sufficient to charge you.
Me? Hurt my star? Are you insane that you would accuse me of such
I might?
He did not consider himself as yours. Since you deny everything, let's move on. Do you have any idea as to how the letter could have ended up in Mr. Vogel's pocket?
You were the detective. Perhaps he took it from Fabio. Werner was a little hard.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't. Can I show this to Matista?
Could Fabio have written this letter to Kurt Manchos?
Oh, that could be. I never thought Mr. Manchios could make Fabio that angry, though.
What do you mean?
Well, Fabio wanted to disassociate from Mr. Manchios. Clients who are in love are both a blessing and a curse.
But Fabio was here tonight.
Money. In our line of work, we can't afford to turn down clients who pay as well as Kurt Manchios.
Was Fabio afraid of Mr. Manchos?
Not at all. The old toad wouldn't dare to do more than sweet talk and touching. Talk can be forgotten, and touching washed away.
Okay. That definitely spiked it. Fabio shattered Kurt Manchos' feelings. Yeah. For sure.
I have reason to believe that the intended recipient of the incriminating letter may have been Kurt Manchos.
Well, that makes sense. Too bad I can't remember how I came to possess it, though I did spend quite some time with Mr. Manchios during the party.
Unfortunately, even with an answer, that may still not be enough to clear you with the police. But fear not, I will persevere.
Let's go.
I hope your attempt to put things straight will make up for
you being on a bender.
Touché.
Nice. I don't think we can do anything else, right?
I can't follow you here.
What else do I need?
Let me see what I can do about all this.
What else do I need? I need to talk to someone about this still. No, Manchos planted a letter. He had to. Kurt Manchos is a murderer. For years, Fabio played with Kurt Manchos' heart and abused his interest, the young performer. When Manchos received yet another rejection, he murdered Fabio and staged a love ritual to avoid suspicion. Okay, so here in the the guide, it says conclusion. To complete the case, we have to deem someone guilty. There is no certain correct option. Every suspect denies their involvement. Sherlock will decide anyhow to gain the file on his mother, while Oswald will get a promotion for solving this case. Here are the different options for the three suspects. So we can either Santos, Matista, or Manchios. That's interesting. The other two don't deserve to die. They really don't. Manchios does. And there's a trophy that I can get, an achievement. To achieve the missable trophy, Vengeance of the Lamb, you must select a death penalty for the person you think is guilty. We picked Kurt when the trophy popped. The other two may also work, but Kurt is who we tested and confirmed to work for the trophy, so pick him to be safe. Yeah. So, let's just read. A crime of passion. Kurt Manchios was heartbroken and panicked and did not mean to kill Fabio. The improvised ritual was a desperate attempt to cover up the crime. A prison sentence should be enough for his harsher punishment is the death of his love. No. He meant to kill Fabio. Kurt Manchios killed Fabio in cold blood. He staged the crime as a ritual to blame Matista. He planted the letter in Vogel's pocket to avoid suspicion. Manchios has no consideration for the life of others and deserves to be hanged. Yes, I think so. A sexual predator. Now we must tell him. Hey, buddy, where are you? Accused.
The murder of Fabio did not have a ritual purpose, Mr. Manchios. It was staged by a man who wished to distract the investigation.
That might be true. That poor girl Matista wouldn't dare to kill the only man who cared for her. So, Santos.
No, you.
Mr. Pinchetti snatched at the chance to solve his problems.
Ungrateful little scum. Will he be executed?
But what for? He informed the police as to the crime, that was all. He couldn't stage the ritual, but he found the body, I believe.
I can't believe it. Why did Werner do it?
Mr.
Jesus
Vogel,
Christ.
He had no reason, and he won't be a scapegoat as you planned. You put Fabio's letter in his pocket when he was intoxicated, didn't you?
You can't be serious.
No, we are. Love wasn't mutual.
You're at the twilight of your life. You have no partner, you have no children. You had feelings, however, for one man. That was Fabio. You loved him. That is, you wished to own him with money and gifts. But he was also a free mind, was he not? He turned his back on you. Quite unjust. Love, so cruel and painful, and Fabio, with his words and deeds, made you feel the more wretched. So you killed him.
You must surely perceive that my sensitive nature wouldn't allow me to hurt anyone.
Your fingernails.
We can very often deduce someone's life by their shoes or their fingernails. You are a meticulous person, but this murder was fairly traumatic and filthy. After you stabbed Fabio, you were covered in blood. You panicked and neglected to rinse the soap from under your fingernails. The devil is in the details,
It
Mr.
is.
Nonsense. I missed it simply because of the busy schedule of the party.
Of course, a staged murder was certainly not planned. You staged the murder as a satanic ritual. It was easy for you, since you were the one who wrote the scenarios for the parties. It was your way of avoiding suspicion. A respectable man in his 60s,
early 60s,
60s,
who hosts the cream of Cordona society,
could
possibly be a murderer. But the guests who behave like animals in his mansion, of course, one of them could have killed Fabio.
I did oversee a few of the rituals, but I did not stage Fabio's
I don't
death.
believe you. It was premeditated murder.
The young performer played with your emotions. That was painful to realize. You spent so much time and effort to be with Fabio, but he didn't respond in the way you would have liked. You wanted to be loved, but Fabio shattered your dreams. In the smoking lounge, he teased and mocked you. He wanted you to suffer by offering himself to others. The deception was unbearable. You struck him, and then you staged the ritual. You planted the letter in Vogel's pocket and attempted to set up Matista.
What poppycock? Sherlock, stop this game now.
No.
There is no stop word, Mr. Manchios.
There's no safe word.
Relax and enjoy it. I'll pass the remainder of this case to Constable Oswald. He'll know what to do with you.
All right. Hey, yo, Constable, I have something for you. Oh, these are not the archives. I'm in the wrong thing. I hope he rots.
I have a name for you. Kurt Manchios.
Is that so? The master of the Sabbath?
The man himself. Mr. Manchios couldn't stand to lose control over his lover. A deadly revenge that deserves a proper sentence. I have all the evidence to charge him.
A degenerate and a murderer. I'll make a name thanks to that for sure. As for my part,
Yeah, I got the
everything was in
achievement.
place. Perhaps some documents were transferred somewhere else, but I couldn't find a trace of them. Then I remembered. The discarded document drawers where we put the lost papers or the badly labelled ones, including the crime scene report of Violet Holmes's case. Everything I've found is on the desk here. Take it.
Your persistence has saved me.
Yeah, well, we had a deal after all. Your friend is free then. You can leave.
Good luck, Constable.
All right. And this is what we're left with. Officers arrived to find the deceased identified as Mrs. Violet Holmes lying in the garden of Stonewood Manor. Visual inspection showed the victim to be thoroughly soaked, with a deep vertical incision, 2 inches in length, down her throat. Her face was swollen and covered in red blotches, likely cause of death, hypoxia. Awaiting confirmation from medical examiner. Main suspect, Otto Richter, was arrested on the scene. The body was sent for autopsy. Great work, thank you. There's another door in the house.
The garden. There's a garden behind our manor. How could I forget? That's where it all happened, where it all went wrong.
Sherry, it looks like you've almost found what you wanted.
Does that mean I'm almost finishing the main thing? Let's go home then.
Oh, you did it, Sherlock.
Oh,
the
yeah.
case is closed and all rewards belong to the winner. Bravo.
It is merely the triumph of the truth.
Is it? No compromises? No lies?
Yeah.
You're happy with your decisions?
It is what it is.
Whatever the truth, it had to be revealed. The victim deserved it.
Well, you seem confident in the value of your actions. I guess since I'm free, you were heard after all. By the way, did you get that precious information about your mother? Oh, not that you must.
Yes, I did.
Forgive my intrusion in such a personal matter. I simply worry I am failing to be of much help to you.
Actually, you were. For some reason, all the archives on the case had disappeared. This was a rare opportunity to obtain the impossible.
Outrageous. Perhaps someone found the truth unpleasant. Society usually rejects those who speak with too much honesty, doesn't it?
Vogel.
A comfortable lie is often preferred
Makes
to
sense.
an uncomfortable truth. Still, I believe that the latter should prevail, and I cannot remain silent.
That's quixotism at its best. Your mere truth cannot defeat institutions, systems, and power. Etiquette, religion, marriage, they're all lies told to preserve connections, love, and sanity. And it's all corruptible.
Lies destroy human dignity. How could you make a free decision without any knowledge of the truth?
Are we really free to decide anything in this world, Sherlock?
Maybe, I don't know. There's this lie Mycroft told us. I don't know. We're not free at all, like any of us.
I take your point. There are some limits on us all, some compromises we must make. Despite my best efforts, we cannot remain entirely objective.
I didn't want to sadden you, Sherlock, only to make you think beyond your boundaries. You're a walking contradiction, Sherlock. You refuse to lie to others, but constantly lie to yourself. How long until the train comes off the track? I cannot look away, but perhaps I should take a few steps back. You're an accident waiting.
No, Vogel.
Until then, I shall bid you adieu.
He's gone? Just like that? Where did Vogel go? Well, let's go home. Whoop. Then I'll finish stream. Let me put on proper clothes, actually. All my glasses.
Sherry, please listen to me. Sherry.
John, I always listen to you.
You don't have to do this. You don't have to go through. I don't know what is beyond this door, but I can feel it. Buzzing, angry, like a fly at the window.
I know. I can sense it too.
You locked away this memory for a reason. There is only pain here.
Pain? And truth.
You do not need to suffer either. There is so much more we can do on Cordona, so many others we could help. There is no coming back from this.
Fuck it. Yeah, the garden is the finale. So we will leave it for next week.
I find myself awash in uncertainty. Perhaps now is not the time, with so much left to do.
Thank you, Sherlock. Thank you. Some doors can remain closed.
Cordona still calls for us, yes. And we will answer. But know this, John. One way or another, we will find ourselves back in front of this door, unable to avoid the truth any longer.
Next week, it is the finale and point of no return. So being the point of no return, I will do most of this off stream. I will. But I want to finish the Tale of the Empty House too. Oh man, this is hard. Because I want to finish furnishing the house so we can find all the stories about it. We'll see. We'll see how it happens. But yes, for now, this is how we're gonna end it. I know. It is such a big, even for me, it's a big cliffhanger. But we must. We have to be stronger. Oh my god. Because if it is really the point of no return, does the point of no return mean that if I want to go back, I'd have to redo everything? Because that's what I feel like. I want to finish refurnishing the house and everything. I'll look into it. But for now, let's raid someone, shall we? Okay, so Syllaboy Tellum is still playing Ace Attorney, so let's raid him. He raided us last time, and it was very nice of him. So this time, we raid him, shall we? Actually, yeah, he's still following in the case. So, thank you so much for watching. I shall wait patiently. Me too. I shall wait as well. Yes, if you'd like, copy-paste that raid message. I sure will. And I'll see you guys next week. I'm actually very tired. I was gonna plan to do some things after stream, but I'm really tired. I'm gonna shower and go to bed, honestly. That's what's gonna happen. So I hope you guys have a lovely, lovely day. The rest of your day. And I'll catch you guys online on my Discord and Twitter. I'm always active on both of those, more Discord than Twitter, to be honest. Don't forget to drink your water and just be safe, be nice, and know that I love you very, very much. Thank you so much. Goodbye, everyone. Peace. Send lots of love to Syllaboy Tellum, okay? Bye.